Today we are going to play Lucid9, Inciting Incident. This is a horror visual novel. So, read the trigger warning. This is important. I want you guys to understand. And see if you can handle the trigger. This thing. I put it above so that you guys can read it. I'm not sure if you can read it if you're on the phone. But oh, yeah. I actually have 2 chats. Oh, I have 2 chats on. But hello, my God. Yeah, oh my God, wait, my chat. I have 2 chats on. Wait, why does my one chat look like that? I need to fix that, but that works. So I'm gonna remove that for now. But yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see the trigger warning, but this game includes heavy, dark, depressing scenes that may trigger anyone. Okay? So some scene depicts feelings of hopelessness and loss, which implicates suicide and self-harm. Okay, I know this is a bad game. I mean, not really bad, but this is horror, psychological horror, you know. So if you feel you don't like any of this, you feel iffy, you feel uncomfortable about the topic, please do not watch the game. Please don't watch the game. This is important. I want you guys to not put yourself in a state where it's difficult for you to handle, or difficult for you to come back up in a way, you know. I want everyone to be safe and not uncomfortable. So if any of this warning ever triggers you, don't watch the game. Okay, I want you guys to be safe. Okay. Again, the game includes heavy, dark, depressing scenes that may trigger anyone. Some scene depicts feelings of hopelessness and loss, which implicates to okay, and okay, I'm not supposed to say the word, but I said it earlier. But it's all there, guys. I have the trigger warning on the screen for a reason. Okay, a descriptive narrative of murder and crime. There's blood. Oh, I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that. But I have this streamed before. I have part 1, 2, and 3 in oh, I don't know, but yeah, stream elements. Why are you here? Nice chat overlay. Thank you. I changed the chat overlay. I figured out how to do it. I figured out how to do it. I edited the CSS in Streamlabs. Took me a while to figure it out, but I did it. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Again, read the trigger warnings, guys. It's very important. Can you see it on the phone? I'm not sure if you can see it on the phone, but for those who are watching in their laptops, please be mindful of the trigger warning. Okay, I have them on the description as well. So if you cannot read it on the phone, you can read it on the description box below. It's very important. Okay, this game is made by Fallen Snow Studio. I asked permission to if I can play this game on stream, and they said yes. So yeah, it also included the links in their accounts in the description box below. I have their original account, website, original website. I also added their itch.io. I also added Kickstarter, and then this game is also available on Steam, so any platform, guys. Lucid9 is there. So, a short recap. I'm not going to tell you guys like the whole story, just the gist of it, because I want you guys to watch the VODs so that you can understand the story properly and not through my storytelling, because I suck at storytelling. But yeah, I'm gonna just remind us who the characters are and like the whole gist of what we have so far. So our MC, our main lead, I don't have the picture. Wait, I think we can go to a website. I prepared it actually, but the problem is the website has the grown-up version of them, and that's going to become a spoiler. I don't want I don't want any I don't want to spoil you guys with anything, so yeah. So I'm just gonna go and say it here. So we have Yama Ishimoto. He's the main character. He's the main lead of the story, the one who's going to be trapped in series of webs of lies, of grim truths about him, the people around him, and the city he lives in. So yeah. And then I wish I can show you guys the picture, but I don't have any picture. I only have Rui. This is Rui, our childhood friend. Yes. And then we also have Misaki. You know what? It's fine. We should just play it. I'll play it and then I'll tell you guys the characters once they show up. This is where we left off last time. See, it's been a year. It's October 8th, 2024. So it's supposed to be Tagalog stream today, but I decided not to, considering that the whole game is in English. The whole narration of the story is in English. So yeah. Govermecker is a story made by our dear friend Yahiko Ikari. Yahiko, we'll show him later, but Govermecker is like a webtoon he created for himself. So I always read watch this. It's not a webtoon, but more of like an anime, self-made animation of our dear friend Yahiko. And I always watch it whenever it airs on the TV. So Govermecker will be a nice break from today's insanity. I turn off the lights and settle back on the couch, fixing my eyes on the laptop screen. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I can retell the whole story, but that would take us hours to do that. So I don't know if you guys, if you want to skip today, that's fine. And if you prefer to like watch the story from the start, that's fine as well. Because it might be confusing for you guys, especially for those who doesn't know the whole story, where we are right now. But yeah, something had happened. I don't want to spoil, but I want you guys to experience it. So if you feel like I need to pass, I'm gonna watch 1, 2, and 3 first, and then watch this one. That's fine. You don't need to watch today. But if you don't mind the confusion and all, you can stay, okay? I'm just gonna continue. Am I covering? I wish I'm not. Ooh. Okay. Let me do something. I think I'm covering the space. So let me move myself a little. There you go. The words important. You get to read it, guys. Very important to me. Okay. I don't know what happened. Why am I all frozen? Hello? Why am I frozen? Great. I'm frozen. I don't know why. Anyway. My chat. Everything is okay, right? Okay, this is okay too. I don't know why I look like I'm frozen. I am frozen. Why am I frozen? Am I still frozen? Oh, what happened? But yeah, and sorry guys. This might be very confusing to some of you. I'm really sorry, but you have to experience this on your own. I won't spoil any of the story. Let's just say that there's a murderer on the loose, and it's targeting students from our school. And for some reason, our character Yama Ishimoto has a very dark history background. So to the point that he needs to take medication for it. Okay. And then we got hired by a detective named Shigure Enomoto. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, but yeah, you still look good. Okay, no. Okay, thank you. I'm moving. I'm moving. Okay, good. So yeah, we got hired by a detective named Shigure, and basically probably because she can't go inside the school and investigate, so she needs an insider, which is a student, us, our character Yama Ishimoto. So this is Govermaker. This is our friend's self-made animation that we watch every day. So okay, President J. Graves. This is just a satire comedy, guys. Something to light up the mood a little. President J. Graves is shifting through paperwork on a cardboard desk. Behind him is a blurry backdrop of, is that the White House? If you screen, I can read the caption at the bottom right corner stating, this background has been blurred due to copyright issues. I feel like the sound is too loud, so I'm gonna lower it back down. Okay. He shifts through paperwork for a good 5 minutes, maybe more. It's not exciting, to say the least. Oh no, I'm just about to close the video out of boredom when there's a huge crash and his door explodes with a clearly fake explosion, hailing in a group of 5 women, no, men? Oh, what is this? Each of them bears an open blazer in some eye-burning neon color and atrocities from skinny jeans hiked up their hips. Huh? And their hair, long and silky to their shoulders. Why is it so loud? Or awkward curls in a crown over their heads. Or messy waves that falls over their eyes until you wonder how they can see straight. President Graves calmly set aside his stacks of papers, folds his hands together, and evaluates the unusual group. Can I help you, sirs? Oh! One of them steps forward, shaking his head like he's in a shampoo commercial. Words spew from his lips in a rhythmic rap. We are the group called K-Ox? How do you pronounce that? K-Ox? If you want to live, then you'd better flee. I can't speak. Cox. Not Cox. K-Ox. Oh my god, I'm the leader. Oh my god, he's the name. How do you pronounce this? I love government, guys. This is Gok. Gok Minam. Bless you. No, that is my name, Gok Minam. The leader of chaos. Suddenly, the other members slipped in front of him, crouching to the ground in another dramatic pose. The best band in the world has got. Hit us with your best shot. Dazzling fan service, plastic enhancers, and top-notch dancers. You're a K-pop boy band. Is this? Nah, it can't be. This happened before such a boy. Yes, we are a K-pop boy band, and we demand to tour Akirema to increase our loyal slaves. I mean, fan base. Certainly not. Akiremans are free people. I will not allow them to be bound to you. The members suddenly jumped in synchronization, pounding into the ground in some neo-interpretative dance moves. Oh, the screen. When they stand again, they're singing in jazzy 5-part harmony. Oh man, I don't know what the song is. Oh baby, no, you didn't. What song is this? Nothing can stand in our way. Oh baby, you get with it. You're in the world of fame. Oh, what song is that? President Graves falls to his knees, clutching his ears in agony. The singing, it's hypnotic. Governor, mobilize. Let's go. The backdrop, which has been wavering precariously for a solid 5 minutes, tips over as the president's robot bursts into the scene, revealing a very ordinary-looking backyard. I'm not sure whether to be exasperated or impressed at the fact that none of the actors seem paid. Oh, you poor fool. It'll take more than that simple tool. Go, fangirls, I choose you. He flings out his arms and a huge crowd of preteen girls swarms from off-screen, screaming and waving picket signs and surrounding the poor model robot. The robot, now that I get a closer look, it seems like it was built from tin cans, collapses beneath their weight. No! What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What? What you gonna do? Why am I laughing so much? What you gonna do? Really? I don't know the song, but it's catchy. The president staggers to his feet, his mouth set in a grimace. Give me liberty or give me death. Oh, we're fighting back. Oh, he reaches into his oversized suit and whips out some awkward contraption that looks like the bastard child of an electric guitar and a shotgun. He slams the music changed. He slams down on the strings, shaking his hair back and forth, which would have been more impressive if it wasn't cropped so close to his mouth. The song sounds oddly like America's national anthem. If the anthem was hard metal, that is. Oh, say, can you see? No! Oh my god! The member of Chaos quickly clamped their hands against their ears and raised their voices until they're screaming in 5-part harmony. Your eyes, nose, lips. Your touch that one could touch us. It's hopeless now. They start throwing little containers of, is that eyeliners? At the president, who repels them with a beep of his guitar. As the coax first, oh my god! Not the term! Sorry. You'll be proven. Wrong as baby. President Graves jerks the end of his guitar, and a spray of poorly green screened bullets flies towards KX. KX. My brain. In one fluid motion, knock. Minam reaches into his pocket, uncaps a small container of hair gel, and wraps his hand around his bangs until his hair turns into a spike. With a swing of his head, the bullet bounces harmlessly off his hair lens. Wow! Up the new hairstyle. President Graves staggers to his knees as the KOX member jumps in place. No, is this the power of a viral video? Oh, there he goes! With trembling fingers, he taps the electric guitar. Suddenly, Yahiko, in his trusty blonde wig and pink dress, materializes out of nowhere. This is our friend! Right here, Yahiko! Haters gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake. Hey, we all know that song. I'm not gonna sing it. I don't wanna get demonetized. Not that I'm monetized or anything. He starts spamming like a lunatic and emitting pulses of energy that fling KOX into the sky. It looks so realistic that I find myself wondering if it really actually happened during filming. No! KOX blasting off again! As they disappeared with a convenient twinkle, clearly added in post-production, President Graves pats Yahiko on the shoulder. Good job, Tatter Miffed. Thanks to you, Akirema will sleep in peace. As the ending credits roll, a voice in the background proclaims that any resemblance to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Yeah, sure. Yay! That was really funny. I love Govermecker. I love it. It's not, I forgot. It's not Yahiko's self-made animation, but Yahiko's roommate. Yeah, he was added there as an extra character for the animation. Okay, now I remember. Okay. I lounge against the sofa and stare into the ceiling, flipping my phone idly in my hands. I should study, or cook, or clean, or do something productive. It all sounds so painful. I'll just sit here for a moment. Sit here and do nothing. I suck. Oh, someone texted us. Let's go. Oh, this is us. Oh, okay. This is Shigure Enomoto. She's the detective that hired us as, the insider for the for the school for his case. For her case. Blah, blah, blah. This is the address. I've appended directions that a toddler could follow. Rest in the knowledge that if you miraculously manage to lose your way, you will possess an intellect inferior to a toddler. Or perhaps that is already the case. She's kind of mean, and she uses big words, like really, really big words to us. Sometimes I don't even know the word she's using. Should I just go now? It's not like I have anything better to do. And setting up early might give me some crucial information or something. Who knows? Okay, finally we start investigating. I throw on a jacket before I stride out the door, the cold night air cutting into my face. This part of Isamu is a much less friendly one, especially at this hour of night. Isamu is the city that we live in. When you don't look, shadows that shift, lights that gleam, slimes, smiles that shine somewhere in the darkness. When you do, only stillness as if nothing odd is happening. Fading lights, previous advertisement, a smattering of very unfriendly folk on every street corner. I probably should have just stayed home. Let's go! Let's go! Then I could have studied. Or well, wasted more time, I guess. Anything is preferable to being murdered in the district with the highest crime rate. Thanks a lot, Chigure. Consider it my contribution to the furtherance of society. Gee, you're really comforting. If you are in a quest of comfort, I suggest you procure a plush creature of some kind, child. I'm not sure whether I should be proud or disturbed by the fact that I can perfectly emulate her. Oh! Here's that. What the? I catch the light. Syncopation? I catch the light syncopation of Tidy's footsteps, and despite every instinct railing against me, followed them around the corner. No one is in this area of Isamu at night. No one except the Yakuza? A crazy murderer? Or maybe a different criminal? The question is, why am I willingly tailing someone who could kill me as easily as they could break a toothpick? I really need to reevaluate my life priorities. Oh! For someone who pretends to be nonchalant, you make sounds so cute. Huh? Who is this? I wildly stagger to my feet, ready to meet my attacker with... Wait. To say the least, the girl before me is definitely not a threat. She's almost 2 heads shorter than me. Small and skinny with large blank eyes fixed on my own. Her pale skin, pointed chin, and unbending posture remind me of a fragile doll. Furthermore, she's an academy student. What would someone like her be doing at a night like this? At this time of night, sorry. I extend a hand to her. No. Her voice light, wispy, like the word was pulled out of her mouth rather than spoken out of her own volition. What? She only silently stares into the distance. Okay. The more I examine her, the more mysterious this girl becomes. She appears daintily, thin frame, lacy hair accessories, full cheeks with big doe eyes and tiny feet. But her voice is monotone. Her words are few. Her gaze is dead. And she's walking fearlessly around the part of Isamu where no girl should go alone. Are you lost? No. Even her reactions are unusual. For once, I have no idea what could possibly be going on in her head. This isn't really a safe area. Yet you're here. 3 words, the most she's spoken thus far. I'm not as weak, frail. You might consider that insulting. Tired as you? Huh? You crashed into me. I didn't. What? You crashed into me. She states this flatly, as if it's the absolute truth and no other alternatives is acceptable. Right. It dawns on me that her complete lack of fear in this district of the city should be suspicious. She's tiny. Shouldn't she be terrified? Are you heading back to school? No. Well, I was gonna offer to escort her, but... Then where are you going? Are you going anywhere? It's like speaking to a brick wall. Do you need any help? Oh! She completely ignores my hand as she glides to her feet, idly brushing her skirt. Really? What is going on? I'll take that as a no. She glances around, not secretively, not even worriedly, almost mechanically. Then, without a word, she walks away, disappearing back around the corner. That was strange. Although I'm not sure the word strange can even quantify just how utterly strange that encounter was. Regardless, she's gone, and I've got my own business to see to. Despite this calm line of thought, I'm still shaken as I head to the location Shigure has denoted on the map. So we meet another lady, guys. We meet another lady. Somewhere I must have taken a wrong turn. I tried, I tried to follow her directions to the letter, but there's nothing inside. I shuffle closer to the shadows, peering out of my corner. Oh, peering out of my corner of safety into the road. Several shady figures are gathered around a trash bin, laughing raucously around smoldering cigarettes. Maybe I'm supposed to spy on them? No, I'm supposed to retrieve that file. Still, now I can see why Shigure sent me. Despite her competency at verbal abuse, she's small in stature and can easily be overpowered by any of these thugs. Moreover, she doesn't seem licensed to carry a gun. But you're a high schooler though, Yama. You might be taller than her and probably a bit more bigger, but you're still a high schooler. What can you do amongst thugs, you know? So, of course, she decided to send a defense. I know, high schooler student in her stead. I know, that's it. That's what I meant. I creep around the side of the building, double checking my phone. Yep, right, right here. Give or take a couple feet. I scan my surroundings, but there's so much litter that I can't see anything particularly significant. Maybe I should ask Shigure? No, this is my assignment. This is my assignment. I need to do this on my own. I absently run my hands over the brick wall behind me, as if it will keep me grounded. My fingers brush over something smooth. Wait a minute. I turn to examine the offending spot. A folded piece of paper is shoved between the cracks of the wall. Judging by how fresh it looks, it must have been put there just recently. Hesitantly, I extract it and skim over the words. Oh, congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a toddler. My subordinate sent me these instructions to reach the file. A ping pong ball falls down on a very narrow pipe that is fixed to the ground. All you have is your ping pong paddle, shoelace, and a water bottle. How do you retrieve it? Oh, he claims that the file is at he claims that the file is at the answer within half a block your vicinity. Is this from Shigure? No, a puzzle? Seriously? Try to solve the puzzle. I mean, I'm not good at puzzles, but I might as well try it. Well, I guess there's no getting around it. I have to solve this to find the file. Which object is the key to this puzzle? Falls to the ground, that's what it says. Can I check? No, I don't have it. But I might as well save. Because I don't know. Did it say it fall from the ground or somewhere like water? I forgot what it said. I can't go back. can't go back. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, it's not here. I can't. I forgot. Okay, let's just pick. If it's from the ground, then I guess the paddle would work. Shoelace, not that much. Not unless you can ring the shoelace on the ping pong ball, right? But that would take a while because ping pong balls are smooth, and the shoelace will just slip through it, right? Not through it, but on the surface of it. Water bottle, I guess you can do that if the cup of the water bottle is big enough to fit the ping pong ball, and if the ping pong ball falls into the water, I guess. Can you use the water bottle as a suction to like get to reach the ping pong balls? But between all of these three choices, I think the paddle and the water bottle is like the closest answer to the riddle. I even forgot the riddle. How am I supposed to solve this one now? Water bottle. What part of the water bottle should I use? The lid. Body. Contents. Body? I'm not sure what I could do with the body given that it can't even fit. It's in the hole. So the contents. Yeah, exactly. Ping pong ball falls in the water. Yeah. I forgot where the ping pong balls have fallen into. Was it the ground or the water? But it's in the hole, so we can use the contents of the water bottle for the contents in the hole and have the ping pong ball float. That's right. Let's go. All right, I can use the water in the ping pong ball, which means I could just freeze the water, throw the bottle in the pipe, use force to push for water. The ball will float to the surface. I could put, yeah, seems like that's the answer. Yeah. I take another look at Shigeru's note. The file is at the answer within the half block of your vicinity. Does she mean that I have to look for a source of water? What does that even mean? Water's everywhere. The running faucets, the convenience store. No, wait. There's an old fountain on the other side of the building. I walk on a short way down the road. Sure enough, another obtrusive note is stuck in the rim of that. It's so loud, guys. I need to lower the sound. I'm so sorry. Okay, I need to lower it down. I can't hear myself. There you go. Sure enough. Oh, shit. Okay, where is it? Sure enough, another obtrusive note is stuck to the rim of the inactive fountain. Figures, another note. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever find the file at all. You will. I'll help you. Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a kindergartner. This is the next set of instructions. A petri dish holds a colony of bacteria, okay? Every minute, each bacterium divides into two, okay? Oh my god. A scientist, oh no, it's mad! Began the colony with a single bacterium at 12 o'clock p.m. And at 12:43, the petri dish is full. At what time will the dish be full? The hour of the answer is the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file. I am dumb with numbers. How would I know? She's enjoying this, I swear. I hate math. Well, either way, looks like I have to solve this puzzle too. Thanks a lot, Shigure. Oh my god. I'm guessing 12:30. That should be fine, right? That should be fine. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't know. 12 o'clock. Okay. For every 1 minute, each bacterium divides into two. I don't know. My brain is not working. Especially when it comes to numbers. I studied psychology for a reason, you know. But then they have stats. Oh god, it is fine. Huh? Of course. Of course. Oh no, how do I solve it? Wait, is it possible if I search it online? Ah, it says half full. You are very smart, White Cat. You see things that I don't see. Thank you. The dish is half full. 1 o'clock. Half full, right? So it should be one. Eh? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody will know if I look it up, right? It should be fine. I'm not smart. How would I know? Should I just put? Should I just put any minute, any time? It's not here. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. I see it. But why is that the answer, though? I don't get it. But I saw the answer. I saw the answer. I cheated. But don't tell anybody. You guys saw nothing, okay? You saw nothing. Pretend that I solved it. Pretend that I solved it. Eh? That's what they say. They say that's the answer. Yeah? They said that's the answer. 44. There you go. I typed it wrong. There you go. I solved it! Yay! I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm not smart. I saw a Steam community comment, and I went and checked the answer there. But pretend you didn't see anything, okay? I solved it. Right! Yay! If every bacterium divides into 2 per minute, then it doesn't matter what time the colony was started. All that matters is that at 12:43 the dish was half full. I don't know. Therefore, at 12:44 the dish would be completely full. I don't know. I don't know. My brain, I don't know. I don't know. So that was a completely useless puzzle that basically just told me to go forward. I walked down the road, keeping my eyes out for another slip of paper. And as expected, there's another note jammed conspicuously between the crevices of 2 buildings. My question is, why did Shigure go through all this trouble? In order to get these notes in the first place, she'd have to come here, which utterly defeats the purpose of sending me. Well, whatever. Looks like there's another puzzle to solve. Congratulations, Ishiyama! You are not a 5th grader. I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. Do you guys know that game show, TV game show? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? I used to watch that before when I was young. And nah, I don't. I could never pass. If ever I try that game, I know I won't win against them. They're so smart, and I'm not. I just remember. Anyway, this is the 3rd and what is this? Penultimate set of instruction. How can you throw a ball as hard as you can? not bounce it off of anything, and still have it return to you. This has to be with physics, right? I see. 143 is half full, so the next minute, yeah, I know. But if the petri dish says half full, I don't know, because in my mind, a petri dish looks like a moon, right? If you say half full, it's half moon. It will take more minutes to have it full. So I don't, in every minute, because the bacteria, okay. I get it now. Because it's full. And then the bacteria will multiply by 2s. So therefore, the side here is going to fill out the other side, which will therefore conclude a full petri dish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I get it now. Oh my god, bacteria will double and double of it. I know, I get it now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm not good at puzzle. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, how can you throw a ball as hard as you can, not bounce it off of anything, and still have it return to you? This has to be physics. I want to complain. This is not what I signed up for. I thought I would be, in disguise, like following around people, listening to their conversation, get some intels and all that. I thought that's the life of a detective. That's why I signed up for it. Okay, let's solve the puzzle. I mean, we're there anyway. This is the last one. There's no getting around it. I just have to solve another puzzle. This one is easy. What do I need to change in order to have the ball come back to me without bouncing it off of anything? Has to be. This is physics, so ball substance, right? Am I right? Ball substance, component of the ball itself, right? Direction, I don't know. How can you throw a ball and have it go back to you if atmosphere, I'm not sure. Does that means air? But I'm going with ball substance. I feel like it has to do with gravity. It didn't. Is that atmosphere? It's not ball substance, I swear. Why does in my mind it makes sense? Ball substance. The component of the ball. Why do I feel like that makes sense in my brain? Atmosphere. Then if your hit is gravity, then atmosphere. Right? I'm gonna go with your hint. Although I'm not even sure what your message is, but atmosphere, let's go. I can't change anything since it doesn't explicitly state so. I can't. Ball substance, it has to be. Unless the ball is a magnet, I doubt it could come. No? Besides, the problem doesn't state that I have a magnet, which means there has to be another way. Direction? How do you change the direction? Right, I can't bounce it off of anything, and I can't change the circumstances, which means I have to change direction. Oh, you are smart. Ball plus gravity fall. You are smart. You are smart. The fact that I have to read this to get the answer, and then I checked your comment, it confirmed my answer. You got it way earlier than me. You are smart. Up. That is congratulations. How come I didn't thought of that? Oh my god. Oh god, I sound so dumb right now. I sound so dumb. I have 3 puzzles that I don't know the answer. So the answer is up, and the note says I have to go in that direction to reach the file. I locate, what is this? Rickety, a 2-story building next to the canal. Guess that's where I'm supposed to go. I trudge up the stairs, enveloped in darkness. My only comfort is the light that comes from my phone. Eventually, I come into a creepy storage room that's filled with all sorts of ominous shapes. I jerk backwards. I jerk backwards as a dark shape bolts across the floor, but it's just a rat scurrying by. Shiguru's doing this on purpose, isn't she? I swivel around the obstacles, keeping my eyes peeled for another telling corner of white. Suddenly, a silhouette wavers in front of my face. A spider! Oh no! Of all things, spiders! What if it poisons me? Sinks its rabbit teeth into my jugular veins. Stab its awful, spindly lids straight through my heart. Grows to the size of... Okay, now, I'm just being stupid, right? Then it teasingly waves its odious, twisted little legs, nearly catching me on the nose. I instinctively stagger backwards, flailing my hands before my face. It's okay, you are awesome anyway. No, but no, don't say that. Thank you. You're awesome too. Thank you for helping me solve the puzzle. Yeah, let's go. I guess I need a lot of help from people. My back slumps into a hard, stony shape. I whip around, examining it carefully. It's just a statuette of a horse, plastered with a note, finally. Hands still shaking, I seize the note and peruse its contents. The sooner I can get out of here, the better. Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a middle schooler. Still another one. This is the final set of instructions. A rich man tells his 2 sons to raise their horses to a distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. The one whose horse is slower wins. After wandering aimlessly for days, the brothers ask a wise man for guidance. The one whose The one whose horse is slower wins. Okay. Upon receiving the advice, they jump on the horses and race to the city as fast as they can. What did the wise man say to them? They have to reach the distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. But the one whose horse is slower wins. And then they race to the city. What did the wise man say? The final set of instructions. I'm almost done. I actually feel somewhat disappointed. Despite my complaining and the spiders, I've actually enjoyed these challenges. No, I don't. At any rate, I guess I'd better solve this puzzle and find this file. What could the wise man have said? Enter 2-word answer? guidance. Upon receiving the advice to jump on the horses and run to the city as fast as they can. This one is hard. This one, I don't know. It's okay, it's okay. I don't know too. Okay, a rich man tells his two sons to race their horses to a distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. The one whose horse is slower wins. After wandering aimlessly for days, the brothers ask a wise man for guidance. Upon receiving the advice, they jump on the horses and race to the city as fast as they can. What did the wise man say to them? I don't know. Time to go to the community. Let's go. I'm gonna cheat again, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So where is it? Because if I don't, we'll be stuck here for hours. Switch horses? By the way, this one is posted in Steam. It's in guides by Rampant Poultry. Rampant Poultry, okay. I'm not taking the credits. It's all theirs. I'm using the guide that they posted on Steam. Switch horses. Why is it switch horses? Explain it to me, so that my slow brain can catch up. Horses. If they switch horses, then they would have to race in order to win. I don't get it. I glance around for another equine. I'm sorry, guys. There are just things that I find it hard to understand. Some jokes, even actually, I find them hard to understand. I'm sorry, guys. I glance around for another equine statuette, flinching away from the multitudes of cobwebs spun around the corners. Thankfully, I spot one just a few feet away. Because the winner makes the horse he rides arrive earlier and he's... Oh! Because the horse that is slower wins. Oh! Okay, I get it now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was hoping they would explain it to me, but in the guide, there's no explanation for that too, so I thought I just have to deal with it. But thank you! I see! That's right! I see. Sure enough, there's a simple cream envelope slipped beneath its base. Could it actually be the file? Thank you again, White Cat. Thank you. Congratulations, Nishiyama. You may be slightly more capable than your worthless peers. There is no file. This was simply a test. And you passed. You may congratulate yourself, although frankly, it was such an easy test that there really is nothing worth congratulating. Take a picture of this note and send it to me as a proof of your passable competence. Is she serious? Everything was fabricated? I almost can't believe it. But at the third note, I guess a small part of me was expecting this turn of events. Still, did she plan all of those notes on her own? Was that why the investigation was supposed to take place at night? So that she could have time to prepare everything? It's almost inconceivable, but it seems like the most likely option. And in all honesty, It's hardly beyond what I could imagine Shigure to do. Sighing, I pocket the note and carefully pick my way down the stairs and into the street, steering clear of any corners or dark edges the best I can. Shigure really did ask a high schooler to go to a very dangerous area of Isamu just so she could give him a test to prove if he's worth it. My God, Shigure, if Yama dies on that, if Yama dies on that street, oh God, imagine. I need to drink water. Let BRB. Like still, I can't believe Shigure asked a high schooler to be, an insider. But then again, I guess it's possible. But to do the actual job, like putting the child at risk, I still can't believe that an adult would do that. I've been saying it since the last stream, which is a year ago, and I still have the same sentiments. Like how? Imagine if Yama dies here just because you wanted a proof. Am I making sense? But yeah, once I'm under some light, I can breathe a little easier. I take a quick snapshot of the note and send it to Shiguro without comment. She doesn't respond immediately, which probably means that she received it. Maybe she knows that it is safe to wander here. Maybe, I don't know. But the area it alone was said to be a dangerous spot or place in Isamu. So I probably for her she thinks that it's safe, but to to put a child in an area where they couldn't defend themselves. I don't know. It's just my way of like thinking, I guess. My perception or my understanding of the scenery or the scenario, I mean. But because personally I wouldn't put a child in that situation, you know. Like, oh, can you go to this street to retrieve this file? And then all of those are just, and then the file doesn't exist. It's just tests. I just want to know if you're capable of doing it. I don't care. That's what it feels like to me. But I don't know. I could be wrong though. There could be something more. I'm not sure. Still, I'm still a little bit, not okay with putting Yama into situations, knowing he's probably around 16 or 15, 16, 17 years old. That's it. That's my point, I guess. With that, I stick to the shadows as I return to my apartment. It's time to get some rest. Figura is around like 30 or something, like mid 20s to early 30s, I think, as far as I can remember, I think. And she has a lot of experience being a detective. So for her, she can handle or like protect herself. But Yama, I know he couldn't. This boy is lazy and lanky. He can't do anything, like, no. The evening welcomes me with frosted arms as I stride into my beloved glade, my lovely burden slung over my shoulder. Is this the murderer's POV? The sky is clear tonight, bitter, vacant, and spiraling abyss in a sea of strangled light. I take a moment to admire it as the familiar vegetation is crushed beneath my soul. Nothing constrains me. No incompetent, oh my god, how do you pronounce this? Bureaucracies? Bureaucracies. No iron gates, no suffocating schedules. Not at this hour. Not at my hour. I dump my burden upon the ground, watching as she lolls away. You call a body a burden? This is the murderer's POV. Watching as she lolls away, still in the haze of a beauty sleep. Innocent, peaceful, dreadful. I ready my knife. Oh, guys, here it comes, guys. If you're iffy, don't look at it. I ready my knife. This is very vivid, okay? I feel like they're going to somehow vividly explain the murder scene. I don't know if I should hide this screen away. Right now, I'm gonna hide it just in case. But I'm gonna read it anyway. I don't know. I ready my knife, taking my earnest vigil at his side. When the princess awakens, her guardian will be eagerly waiting. Oh, well, that was terribly quick. I stoop next to my burden. You call a body a burden? As she jerks upright, eyes rolling in panic. Good morning, sweetie. Who is this? Where am... Her voice trills into indistinguishable croaks as her wide, pale eyes fix on me. I spare a chuckle. What? Expecting someone else? How did I get here? How else? I settle for a moment, allowing her to take in her surroundings, allowing her to see how dire his situation is. What fun is it without a tinge of panic? Please don't hurt me, please. What makes you think I would hurt you? So, you let me leave? I casually lift my serrated weapon, allowing it to catch the moonlight at just the right angle. Oh my god. And now why would I do that? I advance towards her, slowly. She ekes away, pulling her weight by her hands. But she's too tremulous to even attempt to run. A little dull, but vermin are vermin. Please, I have a mom, a dad, a boyfriend. I want to study, I want to grow up. Usually it's cute when they beg, but this girl is bothering me. Well, I want to have a little carving practice. So what should we do? Carving practice? Imbeciles. My finger twitched with impatience. Yes, carving practice. And I'd best get started. Oh! Oh, the sounds! God, I savor my moments with her. Leisurely. Meticulously. Should try to waste my time? I ought to return the favor. I finish all too quickly. The screams die in my ears as fading echoes of stilted crimson plummets from the edge of my blade. The beautiful mess scattered across the ground is a sight for sore eyes. I take a moment to savor it. My canvas, my masterpiece, the heart of my soul and soul of my heart. If only it could have lasted a little while longer. Finish. A shadow slips from behind the trees, plodding unceremoniously on top of my finished work. Watch your step. You're desecrating my chef de... I can't speak French. I'm sorry, guys. Chef de oeuvre. I'm sorry. The figure only stands in silence, waiting for my reply. I attempt a different line of questioning. Where are the others? Elsewhere. So I gathered. Are they coming? No. So who shall pick up my toys? I Gesture to the artwork beneath the figure's feet. It doesn't budge. Me. You. Yes. By yourself? Yes. Call for the others. No. Why not? Leave if you are finished. It is certainly a one-sided balance of power. I can do nothing but how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that? Acquisic. Well, I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, there's one thing. One thing about this game is that they use hard words. They use hard words, which is okay, I guess, because I can learn new words, you know. But it's so hard to pronounce sometimes. I can't even spell it.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce. Acquiesce. Accept something reluctantly but without protest. Ah. Acquiesce.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce. Okay.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce. Okay. Acquiesce. 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 Okay, acquiesce. Okay, wide cut. Thank you. Acquiesce. I'm finished, sorry. I step away, but as the figure approaches my canvas, I swoop in, sliding my knife against its neck. Don't be so proud of yourself. The moment you are in no use to me, I shall have my way with you. It only stares unblinkingly at me unfazed. Not finished. Equal part disgusted and perturbed. I withdraw my weapon. I'm finished. Finished with you too. So there's more? More than one? I mean, I think in the first scene, the moment we started, there's two figures as well. But now we confirm there are more than two people. It's a whole ass group. I think. I turned to the brighter horizon, striding away without a backward glance. When I arrive at school, still bleary-eyed from my nighttime excursion, I'm greeted with an unusual sight. A group of students, primarily female, are huddled around the post. As I edge closer and manage to listen in. Your fault! She was wrong about you and now she's gone! What did you do to her, you freak? Where is she? Tell me where she is, please. Answer him. How could you do this to us? Suddenly, Rui blazes me right into the center of the group, which bounces backwards in shock. I'm barely able to catch a glimpse of her face to the mass of heads. What are you guys doing? Out of the way, Rui. This has nothing to do with you. This is one of our childhood friends. Okay, childhood friends. No, I'm tired of this. You've been picking on her since school started, and now you don't even have a good reason. Good reason? Talk to Shoji. He's our good reason. The group shuffles apart, granting me some space. Oh, it's her! Okay, I finally managed to see the cause of the problem. A slight figure crouched against the gate with an empty look. Look in. Wait, isn't that the same girl that I met yesterday? Well, Soji? She's been missing for 2 days and no one can find her. Didn't go home, didn't answer calls or texts. It's like she just disappeared. Disappeared? Just like the rumors said. You guys do remember who started the rumors, right? Look, Rui. This would make the third disappearance. Haven't you been watching the news? Yeah, this is the third time that an academy student vanishes off of the face of the planet. I know. The target are students for some reason. And coincidentally, right after talking with oh, it's her. Airi. Technically, Midori disappeared before school started. Yeah, just like 2 days before. Why are you so stubborn? Airi's guilty. Why are you so stubborn? Maybe she's not. You clearly don't understand how people work. No wonder you don't have any friends. Oh, excuse me? How can you say that to Ruby, okay? My baby girl, okay? Ruby's face closes in her, and the raw, fiery pang of rage courses through my body. I storm to her side, unceremoniously shoving away anyone in my path. Yama? Oh, you. Who's this? Your boyfriend? My anger briefly sojourns, I'm not sure, into panic, but I shove it away. You're all disgusting, picking on someone just because she's not like you. Hey, you don't even know the context, bat out. And oh, let me guess. You know everything? You know for certain that Aiko... Airi? Has to correct the name. Has anything to do with these disappearances? Twice is a coincidence, thrice is a pattern. A pattern for narrow-sighted people who won't take in any other factors. Are you stupid? There aren't any other patterns. The police said so themselves. Oh, and they told you this directly? It was on the news, moron. And it's not like news has ever twisted the facts or told us anything but the honest truth. You wouldn't be acting so high and mighty if you knew how important Akane is. You wouldn't be so... like they're fighting. Oh, it's so hard. And you wouldn't be so acting so prejudiced if you had a brain. Oh, Yama bird! Let's go. Words are spilling out of my mouth before I even consciously think of them. My whole body thrums with cold, frozen hatred. Weird freak, don't want to play with you. I'm not letting anyone else go through that. Not Rui, not Airi. You think we're being rude to Airi? You're being rude to Shoji. Yeah, she was the love of Shoji's life. Because everyone knows that every high school relationship lasts forever. He'll probably get over her in a week or two. Oh, Yama, damn. Oh. A deadly silence descends on the group. Rui pinches my sleeves, her expressions unusually troubled. That went a bit too far, Yama. I only clench my jaw and lock eyes with the boy called Shoji. His face blinks from panic to nothingness in less than a second. A chilled silence falls over the entrance. You... He staggers forward, raising a tremulous hands. You bastard! His finger pulled into a fist, and before I can blink, his hand is soaring straight at me. A shadow blurs in front of me, swiping at Shoji's arms. Shoji tumbles to the ground as if thrown by an unknown force. The moment is held on pause, broken only by frantic whispers of the gathering crowds around us. Shoji jerkily pushes himself to his feet. His footing looses from fury. Airi idly steps in front of me, arms hanging limply by her sides. Her expression is passive, but something about it gives Shoji pause. Gives Shoji pause. Huh? Hey, sorry. Hey, what's going on over here? It's teacher! Mr. Ryota. Okay, Mr. Ryota pushes the throngs of students apart. Books hike under one arm. Mr. Ryota is, I think, a guidance counselor. Yeah, and also someone who knows Yama's past and has been monitoring Yama's pill intake and his episodes of depression. So he knows what happened back then. So yeah, school guidance counselor, and kind of like a psychologist and therapist as well. All the students starts to babble at once. Mr. Ryota, Akane's been absent for 2 days. Can't contact her. This guy provoked Shoji into a fight. Oh my god, everybody's just talking. Mr. Ryota waves his hands for silence, an unusually stern expression on his face. Soji, are you hurt? No, sir. Good. Rui? Yes, Mr. Ryota? Meet me during lunch. You too. You, you too, Noriko. Yes, Mr. Ryota. Both of you will give me your account on what just happened. I'll make a judgment after I've heard both stories. Understood? Sullen silence meets his inquiry. He only sighed. Accusations are for children. You guys know that, right? If you're going to claim something, use evidence. If you're going to fight, make sure you have the right reason. Dismissed. He waves his hands to scatter us off to class. We head to the classroom in silence, splitting ways at the staircase. I noticed that Rui kept close to Airi, stubbornly meeting the gaze of any gawkers on route. Well, looks like I'm gonna get in trouble. Surprise, surprise. I probably shouldn't have interfered with that situation. I probably should have stayed out of it. Usually I do. I know that high school is basically just a cesspool of idiocy, and it's best to keep out of it. No, not even high school life is in general. But seeing that girl there, hedged in by such a large group of students, being accused with nothing to defend herself, and seeing Rui leap for her defense, just like she did for me 10 years ago, well, I guess it brought out something that surprised even myself. If anyone has a right to suspect that girl, it should be me. First, I met her walking alone in District 6, acting like some creepy mechanical doll. And then I learned that her reputation at school is sketchy as best. That's suspicious even by my standards. And I'm friends with Yahiko. Don't shame Yahiko like that. But it's possible that everything is a misunderstanding. It's possible that she really just wants friends, that she's a normal person inside, that she just had a difficult time conveying her thoughts. I understand that feeling. I understand it more than anyone else. I shake myself out of my thoughts and take in my surroundings. Huh. Looks like someone of the morning classes. Looks like some of the morning classes have asked. Yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention. In front of me, three girls with hair and makeup arranged just like Elizabeth stands with very indignant, superior expressions. I quickly recognized them as the most avid members in her fan club. Hey, loser, I have something to say to you. I don't know why I did that. Lucky me. They ignored me, crossing their arms in uncanny unison. We heard that you're giving Elizabeth a hard time. I glance at Elizabeth, whose eyes are wide in panic. Elizabeth here is our school rival. For some reason, I don't know why, the two of us just suddenly hate each other. I guess something had happened in the past. But yeah, we're school rivals. We're always competing on something. Now she's textbook smart, and I'm Yama is more of like nonchalant, logical being, smart but also kind of rude. Yama. This girl is like just a simple textbook girl. So yeah, our school rival right here. Oh, which also we found out she was supposed to be like the heir of a pharmaceutical company. That's what everybody knows in the school. He's an heir for a big pharmaceutical group business. But then in the past life, we found out that she's working in a coffee shop. We don't know why she's working there, but she's kind of broke. So I don't know. We don't know yet what's on her story. What's her story? But yeah, but she's rich, but she's working. I don't know. And we just found out her secret. It's supposed to be a secret that she's working. Interesting. Looks like she has no hand in this development. Then where did they get this information from? You better stop before we make you. Elizabeth deserves better. Idiots. If I only snort and turn back to my homework. Hey, look at us. No thanks. I don't feel like vomiting, I think, but managed to keep my mouth shut. Thoroughly exasperated of these girls, I nod my head at Elizabeth and raise my eyebrow in warning. Her face pales slightly and she slides over to my desk, smiling faintly at the three girls. Because we know her secret and she told us not to tell anyone and we promised not to. So now we're using it against her and she can't fight us back. Because before, she'd be like, very arrogant and rude towards us. Hello? Oh, Elizabeth! This guy's been bothering you for a while, right? Elizabeth opens her mouth, clearly intent on agreeing with the girl. But I shake my head ever so slightly. She grits her teeth together, but somehow manages to keep her smile intact. Thank you for your concern, but it's really fine. The girls blink in clear surprise. Are you sure? Weren't you just saying the other day? Saying? Saying what? I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, because we found out about your secret, girl. She sends an uneasy glance at me. I only smile innocently. This really shouldn't be fun, but it is, remarkably so. I thought Yama was bothering. No. It was, a misunderstanding. Oh, alright. They nod slightly at me, like, that's an adequate apology. I know. We're keeping an eye on you. Don't mess with Elizabeth. Then they strut out of the classroom, their footsteps in perfect unison. I turn to Elizabeth. She grips the edge of her seat until her knuckles turn white. I really can't believe you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Despicable. She turns away from me in a huff. Oh, excuse me? I'm not even the one who started it all. Heck, she's the one who's constantly picking a fight. It's always been that way. Whatever. This isn't even worth thinking about. I turn my attention back to the front of the classroom as the break comes to an end. The rest of the morning classes slug by uneventfully. This time, Elizabeth is clearly sulking. Misaki is just as confused as ever. And by focus, I mean, Misaki has been focused, right? Yeah, focused as ever. Misaki is another childhood friend of mine. Another girl childhood friend of mine. Of ours, I mean. Yama, Rui, and Misaki are, all three of them are childhood friends. Misaki, has to leave for parents something relocating. So she has to leave. She promised that she will contact both Yama and Rui, but that didn't happen, which kind of like made Yama and Rui felt betrayed, and they're kids back then, so they got hurt by it. Rui was really hurt. She doesn't want to speak to Misaki again, but Yama was more of like, he's glad that Misaki is back, in the same school as well. But yeah, for past years, there was no communication between the three of them. Yama and Rui were really close up until now. They're even in the same school, and then no communication with Misaki. Only to, one day see Misaki in the same school as theirs and in the same classroom, with Yama. Rui is in a different class. So, You can expect how hurt the two of them were at the first time they saw Misaki again. And by focus, I really mean that she's on her phone the entire period. I hope they show Misaki so you guys can see her. This is Yahiko, the friend in Govermaker, the animated film that we watched earlier. He's there, the one with the pink dress. That's him. Also a friend of Yama. When lunchtime comes, I tap Yahiko on the shoulder as I grab my backpack. Yahiko is like a comedic relief. He's naive and a little bit of like self-serving. Like, I'm gonna reach the moon. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna have girls with me, like that. He's like that. He's naive and childish in a way. You know, always happy, always playful. That's him. Hey, lunch? Huh? What? Lunch? Cafeteria? Oh, yeah, sure. Right. Cafeteria. Something wrong? Nope. Absolutely nothing wrong. Oh, something happened, Yahiko. I was just thinking, it'd be nice to have a couple more minions. Isn't that what your club is for? Club? The blank look on Yahiko's... Huh? On his face is foreign to me. I slap him on the back. A club that'll take over the universe? Your, minions? Clearly, I'm really bad at this. Oh! Huh? It's lunchtime! When was it? Did I time travel? Yahiko, something is wrong with you. A quick sigh of relief passes my lips before I'm able to spot it. Seems like Yahiko's back to normal. Yeah, it's 4018 AD. You've been sleeping for 2,000 years. I have? I don't feel that rested. Well, we keep you in a cryo freeze during a light stage of your sleep cycle rather than REM. You mean I was calm on 2,000 years of deep sleep? On contrary, you were saved from 2,000 years of homework. Ah, I guess you're right. I wonder when he'll realize that I'm not supposed to be alive. Well, I don't get that one. I wonder when he'll realize that I'm not supposed to be alive. Well, super realistic hologram Yama. Shall we go grab some lunch? Do you guys still eat that kind of thing? Or he could make a totally ridiculous yet somehow plausible assumption. Indeed we do. Then what are you waiting for? I want to see what kind of cuisine has developed after 2,000 years. Thoroughly re-energized, he skips out of the door. I'm just about to follow, but I feel a sudden tap on my elbow. Yama Ishimoto? It's the girl from the cafe, Natsuki, was it? This Natsuki is Elizabeth's friend. Elizabeth is the smart girl, the blue-haired one earlier. This is her friend. I glance at Elizabeth. She's in the middle of some fluffy small talk with her groupies and intentionally keeping her back to me. Lizzie's over there. I'm aware of that. He isn't the one with whom I wish to speak. What do you want? I have a simple question for you. As far as I can tell, nothing simple when it comes to this girl. Have you ever felt like two people are fighting for your body? Huh? What? More specifically, fighting for control over your body. Like mind control? No, more like two different entities in simultaneous residence, resulting in wildly different actions or processes of thoughts. A chill runs up my spine. I think it'd be fairly obvious if I'm going through something like that. Well, you may or may not have any recollection of the other entity. Something about her mysterious smile sets me on edge. And what's with the sudden questions? Psychology paper. We're studying dissociative identity disorder, which is colloquy. Another word that I don't know how to pronounce. Collo. Collo. Colloquially.
Colloquially. Colloquially.
Colloquially?
Colloquially.
Colloquially? Okay, colloquially, it's known as multiple personality disorder. I would say you should know of it already, but perhaps your alter ego surfaces during psychology class. I clenched my jaw at her obvious accusation, searching to find an answer in her face. I find none. So, do I look like that kind of person who has multiple personality disorder? Is this a hint, a premonition? Do you want to know what the answer to this? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Look, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Try asking Elizabeth. She's the one who rapidly switches between being nice and being a pain in the ass. She only nods and smiles, but I sense her eyes boring through the back of my head as I slip out of the classroom. Is that a premonition for something? I attempt to shake off the encounter as I head to the cafeteria, but Natsuki's words linger in the back of my mind. Thankfully, when I arrive, Yohiko immediately waves over me, face cheerily shining. Have a seat, my loyal minion. Today's special is baby back ribs. I can see that from your plate. You can divine stuff from my plate? Look into my love life. Yahiko, look into my love life fortune. He's acting awfully normal. Did he already forget that he's supposed to be 2,000 years into the future? Just eat. Well, I'm supposed to let it slide this time, but a master is supposed to command his minions, not the other way around. Exactly. What? Nothing. I glance around the cafeteria as I start my own plate. I recognize quite a few faces. Natsuki and Elizabeth surrounded by groupies. Their best friends. Elizabeth, Natsuki, Masato, and a few track members. Masato is also a friend of ours. Masato is a straight A student, very smart, and also very athletic. And I think had a very weird background. I'm still not sure, but I feel like he's raised in a very military background. I think very strict. I think, but he's straight A, smart student, very athletic. That's Masato. Akira and a few drama club members. Akira is Rui's friend. Same class as hers, always together with Rui. A little bit weird, but yeah, that's just her. Kind of like Yahiko, but in a different way of weirdness. Rui is absent, probably speaking to Mr. Ryota on my behalf. Misaki too, though I rarely see her around outside of class. And in the corner, eating alone, is Airi. She seems to be satisfying herself with her own plate of ribs. That is not a rib, that is a peach. Something about the picture looks empty, lonely. Say, that gives me an idea. So, how's it been with the ladies? Need you even ask? Fantabulous, of course. Would you mind teaching this humble servant your ways? I thought you'd never ask, but why now? I tried to wave off his question by gesturing in Iris' direction. So, how about her? Oh, someone's got your eye, have they? His eye flickers in Iris' direction. I expect him to coo, but about how adorable she is, how lovely her hair is, how perfect her nose and or chin or whatever is, but he only pauses, his brow furrowed in confusion. Huh, what is it? She looks kind of familiar. Like, really familiar? Like, really familiar. Okay, sorry. Ordinarily, I think that he's crafting a pickup line, but his bewilderment seems genuine. Where'd you see her? I have no clue. Eventually, he just shrugs this off with an easygoing grin. Well, my good minion, we shouldn't be wasting time. Watch and learn from the great master. Well, guess it's not important. It is important though. I feel like Yahiko is going through something. She never sleeps like this. But it's always like this. The people who are most happy, like this happy, hides the saddest like stories, you know. That's what I always say. Because I feel like this is a mask for that. This personality of his. As always, it will be an honor to see your spectacular techniques. I know, right? You should be grateful I'm not making you pay tuition for such enlightening lessons. Well, they're certainly enlightening, but probably not in the way he's thinking. I bet that the number of girls you've seduced is uncountable. You got that right. Well, technically 0 is uncountable. First lesson, my dear apprentice. Never waste time. Are they eating? Great. Depressed and withdrawn? Fantastic. Saying that they want to be alone? Perfect. Love waits for nobody, Yama. Remember that. I couldn't help but chuckle at just how terrible his advice is. By any chance have you gotten slapped? Oh yeah, all the time. Why is he saying that like it's a badge of honor? You see, evoking a strong reaction means that you've touched the young lady's heart. Nah, yum. Oh, Yahiko. That's not it. No. The line between love and hate is thinner than the line between love and apathy. That's why the most important thing is to make a big impression. That's unusually perspective. On that note, you're wasting time. There's an adorable lass to seduce. Huh? Is this part of the game? Is this part of the game? Oh my god, is the horror starting? Oh my god. Is that part of the game? I have goosebumps. Yahiko promptly skips over to Airi, eyebrows raised in flirtatious attack. Image Yahiko not found. Is this part of the game? Or was there really an error? Do I need to... Oh my god, why is this actually freaking scary? I forgot that this is a horror game. I was having so much fun. This is a horror game. This is a horror visual novel. Psychological horror. I'm actually scared now. Yahiko. Oh. What happened to you, bro? Where did you go? That was scary. Huh? Hey, how does it feel to be the most beautiful girl in the room? Looks like the Ikari is already hitting hard. How will his opponent respond? Oh, not effective. Can I see your uniform tag? Not effective. Oh, I gotta see if you were made in heaven. No. A spectacular hit. How will the last dodge out of this one? China. Huh? The uniform is made in China. Ikari staggers back from the fatal encounter. Well, I wasn't. I mean, it seems that he's in a state of shock. The last seizes the opportunity for an offensive maneuver. Her food. What? Will you eat it? Hey, what are you doing to my ribs? It's a critical hit. The last bold move has paralyzed Ikari. You're you're gonna get fat if you eat too much. I'm 102 pounds. You're what? But you can't be that short. 5 feet 2 inches. You're 5'2", she's 5'2". It's super effective. Ikari's silence. The last spends her free turns munching at her newly acquired meal. It's sort of adorable, like a baby hamster munching at... But anyway, back to the match. I swear to God, Yama can jump from one girl to another. I swear to God. The harem is hareming all the time with Yama. Like, on 1 second, he's gonna fawn over Rui, and then the next second is gonna fawn over Elizabeth. The next second is gonna fawn over Misaki. Yama, I swear. I think the only girl that he hasn't fawned into, or like, you know, think is cute, is Shigure. Right? Or did he already think Shigure is cute? I don't remember. But yeah, any girls. Any girls. Ikari studies the last for a moment, no doubt attempting to analyze any potential weak points. This girl's a tough one. Usually I don't allow things like this, but Yama, why don't you give it a shot? Nah, I'm just a commentator of this battle. What? Nothing. Thankfully, Ikari decides to switch his attention from the lowly commentator back to his original target. Why aren't you responding? You should be honored that someone like me is paying attention to someone like you. Don't tell me you don't swing that way. I'm straight. A clean hit at his vital point. It's looking bad for Ikari. Then why? The last merely finishes up Ikari's ribs and moves on to her own. Are you a witch who took some weird potion to resist me? Why are you unaffected by my charms? Ikari has gone berserk. He's attempting wild haymaker. Stop ignoring me! Forget it. You're just like the other commoners. You don't deserve being seduced by a superior being like me. Answer me when I talk to you. My meat is getting cold. What an amazing display of indirect trash talking. The last has just placed Ikari below some humble baby back ribs. You... Ikari hurt himself in his confusion. Me? Bully? I'll have my revenge, I'll tell you. Revenge! Oh, poor kid. And Ikari exits the king at the ring. Automatic forfeit. Instant KO. Yama is just enjoying it. Every time he pushes Yahiko around, he loves doing this to Yahiko for some reason. Sadistic prick. Yama is working with statistics. 1 in 100 chance means 1 confirmed hit. True. He'd try everything. There has to be one girl that will be okay with that. You know, and he'll blah blah blah. He will only find that out if he dares try it to anybody. And no. Oh yeah. I accepted it anyway. But yeah, Yeah, I know. I know you meant Yahiko. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing. As Irie finished up the meat on her plate, I settled into the chair next to her. It's hard to tell from the stoic expressions on her face, but she seems like she seems a little happier than a few moments ago. Do you want my ribs? Didn't you eat them all? I did. Then why did you offer? Then why are you here? At the very least, she's more open than when I met her yesterday. I'm sitting. Sitting is nice. Her expression doesn't even budge. Sitting makes the world go round. And sitting is good for you. It's bad for you. Her sudden response catches me off guard. What? Well, at least she's talking to me. That's a start. How can sitting be bad for you? Higher risk in obesity, high cholesterol, lower back pain, cardiovascular disease, and 2 type diabetes. She says this in a He says this so monotonously that I can't tell whether she's joking or deadly serious. But sitting doesn't cause that, right? Irie evaluates me for a moment, but only returns to her food without a word. I'm searching for a different topic to discuss when she abruptly speaks again. What's your name? Yama. Yama Ishimoto. You're not gonna comment on it? You know, it's an unusual name. Not like Lero... Huh? What is that? Lero Lamparade. Lero Lamparade? As in the Code Deuce? You know it? Vaguely? It's fairly popular series among young adults, but I'm surprised that someone like her would know about it. Well, next to Lero Lamparade, I guess, there can't be many strange names. Heidi only reaches into her backpack and begins to munch on a peach. For a moment, I pick at my reeds in silence, but she speaks again. What is your deuce? My what? Deuce. Special power. I'm not sure what she's going with this, but I guess I might as well follow her. My special power is creating sardines out of thin air. Canned or fresh? She doesn't seem phased in the slightest. Both? The freshly canned? What is this conversation? I guess. Make some now. Sardines? Out of many weird situations I've encountered over the course of my short life, this just might take the top. She's joking, right? Sure. I flourish my hand on top of the table. There. Sardines. That's a table. What was she expecting to see? Actual spontaneous materialization of freshly canned sardines? You know, I can't actually make sardines out of thin air, right? You said you could. Either she's better at trolling than I am, or she really wasn't joking. I wasn't serious. Then why did you say it? This is such a hard conversation to read, guys. This is so hard. What? I'm too baffled by her thought process to make an intelligible reply. Thankfully, Irie only returns to nibbling at her peach, as if she'd never ask the question. The awkward silence is punctuated by the signature school bell, an opportunity that I take with gratitude. Well, see you. She blinks widely at me. My name is Irie Hiraga. Okay. That was abrupt. I didn't tell you before. She suddenly stands, picks up her tray, and strides to the opposite side of the cafeteria to dump her dishes. Well, that was random. What an eccentric girl. Unless by telling me her name, she was trying to say that she trusted me, or that she'd like to become friends. Maybe she has some kind of mental disability that inhibits her social functions. She's offbeat, but interesting. I can see why she became the scapegoat. It's likely that the other students are scared by her unorthodox behavior. Just because she's different, she becomes the bad guy. Yeah, like what happened most of the time, sadly. They should know better. They should give her a chance. That's not gonna happen though, sadly, you know. Afternoon classes are another dreary pass. This time, even Yahiko is sullen, staring into his desk and murmuring nonsensical words under his breath. I think like something happened to Yahiko. You know, blah, blah, blah. I'm I'm already sure that Yahiko has something that he's hiding something, but I think it's slipping out. Like it's slipping out. He's in a bad state. I think he's slowly slipping out. I think. The moment the bell rings, Masato blazes into the classroom and lunges for me. I instinctively crawl beneath the desk, bracing myself for the full measure of his fury. Ew! I glance around the classroom. Mahiko is staring blankly at Masato. Elizabeth is, once again, immersed in conversation with her groupies. Misaki. This is Misaki, guys. The other childhood friend, the one who left us when we were still young kids. So promised that he will phone us, letter us, but didn't do it. That's her. And now she's back in our school, in our own classroom, like nothing happened. You know, that's her. Okay. Getting tea to hydrate yourself. That's good. Go. I have water with me. Speaking of hydrate, let me drink water. Ugh. Talking non-stop like this actually hurts my throat. Should probably prepare some honey water tomorrow. Yeah, I love visual novels. I really love it. One of the few things that I enjoy playing, may it be like otome games or like stories. Yeah, mostly otome games because that's where I started anyway. Visual otome games. I love visual novels. It's just streaming it now. You need to read everything. It's kind of hard actually. Not unless they have voice overs, which is easier for you to like immerse yourself. So, reading it is actually a way of immersing as well, but it's hard, especially since I'm not a voice actor. You know, like my throat is not it's not good in a way, kind of, when it comes to like reading long passages like this, long lines, sentences. Oh, it hurts. I must say, reading the ends visual novels like this on stream is painful on the throat, but it's okay. I have water with me. I wave frantically in her direction, but she's too immersed in her phone to pay me any heed. You know how many days you skip track? Oh yeah, we're in track club with Masato. 3? Wrong. The answer is too many. Hey, look. I've been busy. Like how you've been? Busy with what? Napping, eating, thinking? Ugh. He's got a point. You disappoint me, man. Yeah? Join the club. Damn it, just stop bitching. Well, I don't blame him. It happened again. Is this normal? this normal? I just re-downloaded Lucid9. I swear. Just had it re-downloaded yesterday. Reinstalled yesterday. There, first it was Yahiko and now it's Masato. Is this normal? I'm actually scared. What is going on? For now, it's two boys. One with Airi, Yahiko and Airi, and now Masato and Rui. It's only just one panel too, because the next panel they come back. Rui strides into the room. She hesitates when she sees Misaki, but shakes it off in the blink of an eye. See, now he's back. What? What makes you say that, eh? Well, all you talk about is track. Yama's probably tired of hearing it by now. But I don't just run. I can swim too, and I do basketball. She ignores him and she ignores him and the approaching Misaki and smiles gently at me. Don't worry. Mr. Ryota says that you're not in trouble. Mr. Ryota? Ryota. Mr. Ryota? Why would... Oh, right. Soji. The fight. But that's not what important right now. He has to save me from Masato. Hey, Rui, don't you think it's awfully late and we should be... Oh, but Misaki rushes in front of me, reaching for Rui's hands. Uh-oh. Rui, I need to speak to you about... Rui only steps back from both of us, staring blankly at Misaki. Why won't you listen? I told you the other day to leave me alone. It's you who isn't listening. Oh, Rui is still mad at Misaki. I mean, she felt betrayed, so... a promise is a promise. Maybe Rui values promises. Oh, and she kind of knows she was with us when the whole thing started falling down for us. The whole depression thing started in Yama. She was there with us. So maybe that's why she felt bitter about the whole situation. Because I feel like the disappearance of Misaki, although it's something that the three of them cannot avoid, because they're just kids, right? Was actually a trigger for Yama to spiral down even more and actually triggering his depressive episodes. I think that's why Rui is mad at Misaki in a way. At least that's what I understand from the past lives, the past story. I think she whips around on one heel and marches out of the room. Shakit. Shakit. This too ill. Oh my god, feel great. Wait, what did you just... But she flies past me and sprints out of the room. Right on Rui's heels. Misaki is trying hard to win back Rui's trust though, but I don't ever think she apologized. I think she did, but then she doesn't know what she was apologizing for. That made Rui even more mad, actually. Yeah, I think as far as I can remember, from the past lives, that's what happened. Masato stares wordlessly at her back, mouth agape. That girl, Miyazaki, she was talking street. Talking what? Nothing. Ain't nothing. Wait, did you understand her? Hang it! You're changing the subject again, ain't you? What? Me? No. Gotta come to track, man. I'll drag you there myself. Time to resort to drastic measures, since I was stitched by everyone. Actually, where did Yahiko go? Huh. That's weird. Well, what's it gonna be? Oh, would you look at the time? I gotta go. Don't do it, man. Don't. And I promptly run for my life, lunging over desks and chairs and bowling down the hallway. There's only one safe place from being bulldozed by his fury. One place that can be a haven for a refugee. I slammed my fist against the door, ignoring the bewildered stares of passing students. Mr. Ryotas? I see, I knew it. Mr. Ryota! Mr. Ryota, open up before I die! Dang a bit. Dang a bit? Kid, why do you always have to interrupt me in the middle of a battle? Nevertheless, the door creaks open. I jumped in and kicked it shut, twisting the lock with what may or may not have been a little more force than necessary. Mr. Ryota is staring at me with eyebrows lifted and mouth slightly agape. No doubt taking in my unkempt mass of hair and sweat beading on my forehead. First the fight, now you're running from someone? You just love trouble, don't you? You just love trouble today, don't you, kid? Probably more like trouble loves me. Oh, kid. Important life lesson. Trouble only finds people who are looking for it. True. I like that, Mr. Yoda. That's true. So, basically, I deserve everything that's happened to me. I mean, you did join the track. You did join the track. And you did get yourself involved in that fight when you shouldn't be involved in it. You know, although some people will like white cat. White cat? Yama X Ryota? Is this a ship thing? What's going on? You do realize Ryota is a teacher, right? Guidance counselor, kind of. Right? But yeah, as I was saying, you know, although some people will just naturally do it, it's in their personality to actually help someone in need. And then some people will be more of like cautious and careful when it comes to involving themselves into involving themselves to something they're not involved of. I think I'm that person. I'm more cautious, more scared of the consequences. I think. Yeah. So I've never seen someone get jumped on personally, which is something that I'm really, really thankful of, because I don't know what I will do if that happens. But yeah, I feel like when that happens, I will probably just ignore it in a way, because I cannot handle fights. Honestly speaking, I don't like fighting. May it be verbal fights or physical fights. I don't like it. I just freeze up whenever I hear it or I see it. So yeah, I feel like if I see someone get jumped on like right in front of me, I would probably be walking away. Relating safe haven to a person. Is this so? Are you shipping them? White cat. White cat. Better to be invisible and safe from conflicts. Yeah. But yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, at least for me, that's what I go to as well. Although some people would like involve themselves in a way, especially if it's someone they know. I guess if that was the case, I would try to do something. But yeah, but I don't like fighting in general. Just accusing them of scandal. Ooh. I'm kind of confused about the topic now. At one point, I thought you were shipping Yama and Ryoto together. But yeah. I don't like fighting in general. Going back. I don't like fighting in general. Physical or verbal. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Anyway, so basically I deserve everything that happened to me. Wow, I didn't say that. Just that sometimes people who want nothing more in life than to go through do nothing significant and pass on in peace. Well, they actually want a whole lot more. I am the type of person who want nothing more in life than to just go through and do nothing significant and pass on in peace. That's me. They actually want a whole lot more. I guess so, yeah. I do want to be... something more. I don't want to be successful, I guess, in my streaming career, I guess. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. You're right, Mr. Ryota. I mean, you're the psychologist. I trust you. I don't understand. Well, then, maybe we should talk about something else. I hesitantly take a seat and glance over my shoulder. No signs of marvelous Masa. Masa left. Since you're here, I guess we'd better have a proper session. Why are you being chased? Too popular with girls? Actually, kinda. Yama is popular with girls. I also get petrified when conflict happens around me. Don't know how to react. I know! It happens to me too. Don't know how to react when someone gets mad. It happens to me too. You know what's funny is because before, I can handle like any emotions from people. I'm the type of person who'd be like, oh, don't be sad, kind of like that, like comforting and all. But now I've changed. I think it's probably because of my age. I'm 27, but yeah, I just now any emotion, like emotional outburst, heightened emotions, I don't know what to do anymore. I was not like who I was before. For sure. I have changed for sure. I am completely sure of it. I cannot handle. If I see someone crying, I would probably like sit next to them and say nothing. I'd just pat them on the back or something. That's what I do nowadays. But before, I'll be like, don't be sad. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. It's so hard nowadays to understand people's emotions. I don't know why. I don't know how I changed, but it's just like yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's just how it is now. As if it was Masato Kurogane. He loves track and I don't. So he's trying to change that. And I presume it's not working out so hot for you? Yeah, you could say that. Actually, it seems like Masato's always been on my case because of track. Even the first time we met. Ooh, backstory! Well, it was at last year's club recruitment day. I remember hating that time. Well, to be fair, I hated everything, but especially club recruitment day. No matter how quiet and insignificant I tried to be, someone would always call me out every minute. They tried to get me to join language club or music club or art club, or even squirrel watching club. Well, it was at last year's club recruitment. Oh, sorry. What? Okay, as you can imagine, I thought it changes. Okay, as you can imagine, by the time I met Masato, I wanted nothing to do with clubs. Especially from someone who, frankly speaking, looked like the stereotypical idiot jock. Hey, you! But the contrary to popular belief, I actually did have some semblance of manners. So I stopped and turned to address this bothersome kid. Not interested. I expected some fake smile or even some pleading, but to my shock, the guy immediately pulled back his fist and socked me right in the face. Oh! We got punched? Ah, what the hell? Don't give me that bull. I ain't even said anything yet. Awful rude of you to not even give me a chance. You know what we call that? Uncivilized. Oh! We got burned. I'm uncivilized? You're the one who just punched me. Oh, you big baby. That wasn't even a gentle tap. The terrible thing was that he looked completely serious about it. To be honest, I briefly entertained the thought that he was part of an abusive household or something. Jeez. The words. Okay. Of course, that guy took my thoughtful silence for penitence and steamed ahead. That's more like it. Name's Masato Kurugane. What's yours? Leaving. You're leaving? Yeah, right now. Call me rude, but I was at my breaking point. Getting a fist straight to the nose wasn't exactly welcoming. I might have admired this guy's courage and utter disregard for social niceties, but other than that, he bugged me a lot. Oh, I see what you did there. But you can't leave, not before you join track. Track? Hell yeah, our club, man. It binds you for life, makes you sweat, gives you pain, stretches your physical constitution till you think you're gonna die. If this guy thought that was a great sales pitch, he had a long way to go. Yeah, not interested. That ain't all, man. Track can save your life just like it saved mine. Oh, that kind of sounds dark. Maybe Masato is into turning lanky guys into a Chan. He's a lanky guy collector. Turning them into bros. But he said crack can save your life just like save. But this is kind of dark. To save his life? Yeah, right. Good for you. Ain't it? Truck's literally a lifesaver, man. I know for a fact that everyone in this story has a dark past, because this is a psychological horror. There has to be, it has to be. Some of them has to have suicidal thoughts. Some of them has to be in that state where they have to themselves, because this is a psychological horror. But every time that I see it, read it, it still shocks me every time. Thanks, but no thanks. Hey, where are you going? I'm just getting to the best part. I cried on the I cried on the inside, but patiently nodded my head. If you're good enough, you can get scholarship. This place don't come cheap, Even a little amount would help your parents. Things were beginning to make sense. Is that why you're in track? Masato. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me your name. Interestingly enough, I found that I was actually beginning to like this guy. At least he wasn't superficial like everyone else. If anything, it was the opposite. He wore his heart on his sleeves. Yeah, Masato is an honest guy, man. I like Masato. Besides, I needed something to do with Rui was in that true. To do while Rui was in drama. What else was I gonna join? Art, dance, squirrel watching? I'm Yama Ishimoto. Huh? What kind of name is that? My parents like poetry. No way. Oh gosh, she was probably gonna rant about how poetry and literature is a waste of time. Who's your favorite? Matsuo Basho? Kobayashi Isa? Or maybe foreign guys like Edgar Allan Poe or William Shakespeare? What the? You like poetry? Of course I do. Poetry is the manliest way to cry. Oh, that's a new way to see it, I guess. Yeah, very refreshing take on poetry. This guy's only got stranger. What about literature? Manliest way to hate people. I guess another way to see it. I guess science. Manliest way to take stuff apart. I guess math. Manliest way to put stuff together. Oh, okay. I can see it. History. Manliest way to predict the future. Oh, Masato, you a smart boy. A smart boy. Really. That's why he's the he's the president of the honors club. Honors group. School's honors, I think. I see. It's because he's really smart and he has his own way of understanding things. He has his own perception and opinion on things. I really like that. By any chance, what are your grades? Average of 99 is smart. The highest class average I've ever had was 92. We are smart too. That guy was smarter than me? This guy was smarter than me? I don't understand you at all. It's okay, you don't need to. You're just gonna join track. On second thought, I didn't think he was smarter. He's just studied harder. Still, it took guts and passion and everything I didn't have. Okay, I'll try it out, but only for a bit. Only for a little bit. Ha! I knew you've gone around. Come on, let's get to track. Already? Don't you have other unfortunate souls to recruit? Nah, the others will take care of them. Let's go. Masato, you're an angel. You're an angel. Masato is the man. I agree, Masato is the man. He's the top of the pinnacle. And that's how I met Masato. I was never really a regular track member, but for some reason, he always wanted me to be. Even now, I don't really understand why. Maybe because, like what Masato have said, track saved him. Maybe he saw something in Yama's eyes that he felt like he needed to do something for Yama. That's why he invited Yama to track. I think Masato is an angel, for sure. He probably just wants to help people become their best. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Ryota. Then why would he pick me? Me, when there's so many people who would love track and running and competitions and all that crap. Isn't that the whole point of picking you? Because I'm useless? So turning me into somebody useful means a lot? Nah, because you're a challenge. That doesn't exactly make me feel any better. Why not? You should feel very, very loved. Oh, I do. I'm a bit too loved. Masato probably sees you like a little cousin or a younger brother. Do you know that? What? Masato does? Why would he do that? Kid, sometimes There's just nice people in the world and you shouldn't question it. Yeah, Masato is that kind of person for sure. An angel. And sometimes there are ulterior motives behind everything. Masato Kurogane? Ulterior motives? Okay, just when I said he's an angel, you give me these lines? Now you're making me doubt Masato. Well, that's true, I guess. It's not like Masato would fake anything. But it still doesn't make any sense. Why would he choose me, a random stranger, as his little brother? To be honest, I've usually thought of Masato as my little brother. Since he's, kind of obtuse and not cynical and embittered by the world. Something like that. A kind of innocence. Maybe you shouldn't be asking why your friends love you, Yama. Maybe you should be looking for ways to return that love instead of looking for ways to deserve it. Ooh, Yama still feel like he doesn't deserve any of the kindness people gives him. I sounded really cool, didn't I? I'm leaving. Oh, come on, kid. That was good. Admit it. I admit it. I'm still leaving. He only chuckles and slaps a hand on my shoulder. Have a good day, kid. Ulterior motives doesn't necessarily mean bad motive, but Yama is too cynical. That's true. That's true. But still, I feel like I shouldn't trust any characters in this story actually. Because this is a psychological horror. The people we could trust, we put our trust in, might be the people who will hurt us, I don't know. But for now, I still like Masato. And Yahiko, even if he's such a dumb, self-centered idiot. Yahiko, I still like him. I only nod wordlessly in response as I step out of his office. My throat almost feels clogged, as if I just heard something that I really, really needed to hear. Yeah. I mean, Mr. Ryota has been trying to tell Yahiko that he deserves everything positive, that is happening to him now. All the care and all the love that he gets from his friends is something that he deserves. But he would always brush it off because of something that had happened in the past that we don't know yet, apparently. So, yeah, is this like a change of heart now? Is he finally seeing something? Maybe these meetings really are a good thing. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. Yama, yes, it is. 100%. Yes, it is. Oh my god, this is loud. Ah! Move those legs, you filthy maggots. Move them. Double time. Who's this? What the heck? Oh! I peer around searching for the source of the noise and find Akira racing around the entrance, a large lumpy backpack slung over her shoulders. Oh, Sarge, please, pretty, please. I've been running 6 miles. I swear I'm gonna collapse. I shouldn't be able to hear you over the sound of your tears, Private. Hop to it. Akira? I gingerly step in front of her and wave to catch her attention. She grinds to a halt, tilting her head curiously at me. What are you doing here? I'm here for drama club, of course. But no one else is here. I'm doing an immersion exercise, Lieutenant? An immersion exercise? Yep, I need to act half dead. But I saw Yahiko though. But it's just the two of us? Was this a mistype? This has to be a mistype. If it's just the two of us, then this has to be a mistake. Yeah, okay. This has to be Yama, not Yahiko. Yep, I need to act half dead from a boot camp. I need to act half dead from a boot camp. So I'm gonna run a mile around the school track with this backpack. A mile? But that backpack looks as big as her. Boot camp? Is that why you're calling me Loot? Nah, I'm calling you Loot because Loot is short. Short for lieutenant? Well, darn my socks. Don't you catch on fast. Usually your antics would annoy me, but for some reason it's suiting right now. Like white noise in a messy world. Do you usually do things this intense for drama club? No, this is easy. You should see what I had to do yesterday. I was a sadistic serial killer. Oh, what did you do for that? I ate a bunch of cereals. I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or exasperated. Say, Lou, if you don't have anything to do right now, why don't you join us? We're doing some exercises that you might like. What makes you think I like them? From what Rui says. What exactly does she says? That you like the exercises? That's cynical logic, sorry. On the contrary, it has nothing to do with bikes. Oh my god, this conversation again. Well, technically I don't have anything to do. What? Wait, Ruby will be here? I thought the silence of Akira would be a blessing, but it's just unsettling. Ruby has something to do today. But if you come tomorrow, you can catch her bedazzle the crowd. You can watch her bedazzle the crowd. Okay, tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, is it? You don't know what day of the week it is? It's Tuesday from my character. And in my defense, there's a half day on Saturdays. There's no clubs, which is kind of important. She doesn't seem to hear me. Instead, she just checks her phone for the time. Hey, bootcamp is ending. What about your mile? Let's go! She reaches out and grabs my wrist, but suddenly lets go as if it was burning iron. I send a questioning look at her, but she only shrugs it off. Come, Loot, Avengers awaits! Serial kill. It was a dad joke. My god. Without any further explanation, she marches into the classroom building. Oh, well, this should be interesting. Where are we going? Akira leads me to classroom 3A, where a dozen students are seated in a ring, looking expectantly at Akira. One of the girls immediately leaps to her feet. I recognize her as the drama club president. Where have you been, maggot? You know how late it is? Immediately, Akira stumbles forward as if she's dead exhausted, the backpack sliding from her shoulders and crashing to the ground. So sorry, sir. I took a detour. A detour? What kind of detour can you take on a training course? Akira? Is she Akira right now? Points a tremulous finger in my direction. He jumped on me, sir. Out of nowhere. I don't even know where he got here. All eyes swivel to me, waiting to see how I handle the situation. This sudden development. They're probably expecting me to dodge out, to freeze, or to just stare at them like they're a bunch of weirdos. Like even I'm expecting to do something along those lines. But instead, sheer instinct takes over me. Years of make-believe with Ruby molds me into what is needed at the moment. A foreign spy who helplessly stumbled into a military operation. Uh, sorry. I'm a tourist. Lost my way. I subtly move my hand to my hip, where my imaginary gun holster lies. Surprisingly, the club president is perceptive enough to catch it. He's a spy! Right as I pretend to whip out my gun, Akira tackles my arm, throwing me to the ground. I feel a shot of pain run up my shoulder. Oh, that's painful. Ripping in very real cry of agony from my throat. Akira proceeds to deftly lock my arms behind my back, leaning over until her mouth is next to my ear. Drop the gun. Through the haze of pain, I managed to hold my character together. Akira nudges my arms, gentler this time, and I yelled, opening my finger in a releasing motion. Sir, what should I do? The club president kneels down, looking me straight into the eye. I tilt my head upwards, staring as challengingly as I possibly can. Nice one. Strangers don't usually pick up so easily. Oh, okay. The entire room relaxes as she sits before me, bouncing her head slightly. Welcome to the drama club. I'm the club president. Sorry you came in on a pretty hectic day. No, it was interesting. Akira, could you let go of me? Akira suddenly squeaks, lunging away from me. The uncharacteristic blush crawls to her cheeks as she vainly attempts to cover her face with her hands. Here goes the harem, the Hayama harem, let's go. It's really unusual for her, but kinda cute, see? Typical Yama. Almost reminds me of Rui. I suppose they rubbed off on each other at this point. Quickly disregarding these thoughts, I focus back to my physical status and move my arm back to its regular position. It twinges painfully. I can't hide a wince, which the club president immediately notices. Oh gosh, are you okay? I test my arm. I test my arm for a moment, but the pain subsided. Probably just overstretched slightly. Nah, I should be fine. It's nothing compared to what Miki's made me do before. Miki? Who's Miki? Misaki? What did Misaki did to you? Did I hurt you? I'm really sorry, Yama. It's fine, really. Are you sure? It's unsettling to see Akira so meek. I glance at the club president and raise an eyebrow. He seems to understand. Well, let's try some basic exercises before our next scenario. Stanislavski's magic if everyone. What's that? The rest of the club time is spent in playing around with different objects, pretending that pencils are bombs, chairs are clouds, and desks are shields. It's amazingly refreshing. I'd almost forgotten at how fun it was to just put everything aside and enter a completely different world. True. That is true. Even when the club is dismissed, I feel a sense of lightness that I haven't felt in a long time. Hey, Lute! Akira pops up next to me, now returned to her cheery self. Hey, where are you headed? Home. Don't you live in the dorms? I live in the world, therefore anywhere I go is my home. Huh? Bizarre as always. The only thing I've grown to understand about this girl is that I'll never understand her. True. Right. Seriously, where are you going? Oh. Come to think of it, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Catch you later, Lute. See you later. And without any further explanation, she skips away. I shrug off my confusion, accepting it as the norm when one speaks with Akira, and head back to my apartment. Except something stops me at the entrance. By this time, all of the students are living it up in town, or doing nobody knows. Nobody knows what in the school rec center, huh? Nobody just hangs around the entrance. For most, the barred gates and curfew are just another sign of the restrictions instituted by helicopter parents. But beneath the shades of a tree in a far corner, I catch sights of two figures facing each other with hands on hips. Oh, they're talking. Oh, it's an acting technique? I need to search that one up. I didn't know. I don't know much about drama. Oh, I mean, yeah, drama in general. How did I? Stanislavski. Stanislav. Key. Method. Acting method. A systematic approach to acting that emphasizes emotion, spirit, and realistic character portrayal. It's a Russian actor and director. Ah, it encourages actors to delve into their own experiences and emotions to create believable and I see. Emotional recall given circumstances, object, and so super objective. Ah, I see. That's actually nice that they put an actual acting method in a drama club. That's actually nice. Very educational, actually. That's nice. That's nice. Nice. I learned something new today. Must you keep ignoring me, Rui? Because you've been gone for 4 years, Misaki. We didn't know where you went or even why you have to leave. All these years, Yama and I were left in the dark. For all we know, you could have been dead. How could you expect us to act like you never left? I still don't understand how Yama can be so forgiving after he almost... You know what? I'm tired of this. Just don't ever speak to me again, Misaki. She turns to stalk off, but Misaki grabs her wrists in a blink of an eye. I'm not letting you walk away again, damn it. Do you believe that I wanted to leave Seto? To move to District 6 with my mother? Who, by the way, doesn't even deserve to be called my mother? What I don't understand is why you're blaming me for something I couldn't control. Misaki's sudden outburst seemed to catch Rui off guard. District 6 doesn't deserve to be called my mother. It's what happened to Misaki after she left Seto. Misaki, you're hurting my wrist. I'm sorry, Rui. I shouldn't have. The two girls seemed to avoid each other's gazes for an awkward moment. Rui is the first to speak, her voice coming out in barely a whisper. Half a year after you left, we gave up. We thought you'd never contact us again. I was okay, but Yama, he thought that someone had left him again, forever. Oh! It scared me! Oh my god. That was a picture though. Can I see that? Can I go back and see that? No. That scared me. That was a picture. That was an old picture. I'm gonna check later after we're done. Yeah, I'll check that later. I have to. He thought that people would just keep leaving him, that no one would stay by his side. He locked himself in his room, pulled himself into a shell. I couldn't reach him. No one could. He didn't trust any of us to stay. Then I dropped by his house one day, and the medicine cabinet was open. and this huge bottle was gone. Oh no. At a young age, really? Yama. I jump scare. I know. I was so surprised. Keep on forgetting this is a psychological horror. Oh god. You mean, yeah. You know how hands off his parents have always been. The ambulance barely made it in time. He actually did it. They had to start pumping him on site. That's how bad it was. Was it really that bad? Yama. I don't like suicide, guys. It's just very cruel. A cruel way to end your life, and a cruel way to end, basically, the people around you. The life of the people around you. So it's just so bad. I never approve of it. I hate it. I hate it. Was it really that bad? So you understand why I was so upset. I had no idea, Rui. Just where were you, Mickey? Why couldn't you have just... Rui breaks off and covers her face with her hands. Misaki's expression crumples. She hesitantly reaches towards Rui, and Rui promptly kicks her in the shin. Dummy Mickey! Why did you take so long? Oh! Why weren't you there for Yama? Why weren't you there for me? Aww, I miss you. Oh, Rui. Rui. And now they're draped against each other, sobbing like newborn children. Aww. What just happened? You just needed to talk. That was it. That was it. That was just a misunderstanding. I'm glad they were able to talk it out. People are affected more when others are in a bad place rather than him. I know, but still, we cannot, judge the people who are in that bad state, It's sad, the whole idea of it. For the person who actually experiences those thoughts, for the people who actually experience it, and then for the others who can only do nothing but watch. The whole idea of it is just really sad. And it pains me every time I see people, whether they experience it on themselves or not, or they just see people they love experience it. It pains me a lot to see it. I quietly inch away from the scene, feeling the sudden sense that they needed privacy. Good. They do need that privacy. They need to talk more. And I'm pretty sure after crying like that, they're gonna talk more about it. At least they made up. Well, from the looks of it. It almost seems like Rui was just really overwhelmed from keeping secrets. Rui was just really sad. He cares a lot. She cares a lot about Yama. She likes Yama. It was obvious. Yama was like I guess her first love or something. But yeah, she really, really cares about Yama. So to actually see that, yeah, because Rui saw it. Okay, he saw it, the body of Yama, probably somewhere, and had to call 911. No parents allowed. Young kids. I'm not sure of how age, but kids, to see that's actually very traumatizing. To see your childhood friend dying right in front of you and you can't do anything. And it's just traumatizing. I hate it. I hate it. It's so sad. My memory of that time is very faint, of course, but hers might be crystal clear. Her terror, her anguish when she stumbled on me, must have been festering inside her all these years. Because mentioning anything could have sent me over the brink. I know. I know. And Rui probably doesn't have anyone else to talk to, about what she saw. Not unless she's talking to Mr. Ryota as well. I hope so, because she needs that. She needs that. It's just so sad. She always she always had to fake smiles, put me first, pick me up when I'd fallen down. What is that? Something itches in the back of my mind, a weird kind of dizziness threatening to overcome me. I force it back until I can be more detached. I really, really don't want to think about that time, but thankfully I can suppress it for now. But Rui, she was never one to hide away from her feelings. She faced that pain full force. Little wonder that seeing Miki again had brought all that to the surface. And Miki, she said she moved to District 6 with Satomi, sorry. Something she hadn't told me when I first saw her 2 days ago. Why would she resent her mother so passionately? Also, why would they move to District 6, the most poverty-stricken area of Isamu? Certainly makes me curious, but then again, it's really none of my business. At least she and Rui are friends again. So maybe now the three of us can go back to the way we were. Okay, I'm gonna save. Okay, I don't like it. I feel like it's slowly starting to crack. That the whole happy going thing in this game is slowly starting to crack. The horrors are slowly coming up. That's what I feel. I can't hide a smile as I lounge against the couch after dipping some dinner, replaying the exchange in my head. I'm glad that they made up. Really glad. Somehow it feels like a big burden has been lifted off of me, even though I technically have nothing to do with the argument. You kinda have, bro. You mean? And now I'm getting all sappy. Let's see. What should I do tonight? Rover Mecker, of course. I have to watch Rover Mech. Oh, heck, why not? We have to, this is our evening celebration kind of thing. The episode opens with President Jay Graves chugging along a road in a large SUV in a shot that looks suspiciously like an American car commercial. Suddenly, a blur crashes down from the sky and lands on the hood of his car, stopping him immediately. Oh! Oh, shit. How am I going to pronounce French words? It's so hard. I'm so sorry, guys, but uh, what is it called? Butch? I'm gonna butch all of this, all the pronunciation. Yeah, so this is going to be bad, guys. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Stop right there, the monsieur. You are trespassing on the France border. President Graves steps out of the car, coming face to face with a teen in a striped shirt, red scarf, floppy beret, and a teen twirled mustache. Who is this pretentious buffoon? And what business have you in stopping an Akireman? I am Diamond France, leader of the 967th Resistance. France, answer to me and me alone. This introduction is punctuated by a very sudden passage of out of tune accordion. You can order France around all you like, but I am a proud Akireman. We have natural rights and liberties, and nothing can hold us down. And now, I now see why your crime rate is so high. What? Oh my god. Are you insulting my freedom? Enough. Governmaker. Not so fast. Diamond Front suddenly reaches into his beret and pulls out a whip. how they fit into that, how they fit that into a hat. You may have your little toy, monsieur, but nothing can defeat my whip. You think that Fancy Little Whip can take on Governor? This whip is what keeps my team of visual novel writers, my millions of countrymen in line. Do not underestimate it. Ha! We'll see how great that whip is when I'm done with it. Governor, mobilize. No! I'm so sorry. Oh my god, no way. I surrender. No way. No way. Before Governor can even chug out into the scene, Diamond France has whipped a white flag out of his beret and is frantically waving it into the air. No way. You? What? Already? We're French. We're very good at surrendering. No, what the hell? Is that something to be proud of? We're French. We're proud of everything. Just then, Governor, in all its stop motion and toy model glory, burst into the scene, whirling expectantly at President Graves. President Graves only taps it lightly on the foot with a sad smile. Sorry, bud. False alarm. I swear that Governor's shoulders droop in disappointment as it chugs away like a rejected puppy. Aw, Governor. Suddenly, Diamond France throws the flag into President Graves' face with a triumph shout. Aha! Victory is mine. What? Where's your sense of honor? We're French. We're very good at being dishonorable. Is this okay to say on stream? What the hell? Stop saying that. Then we shall proceed, no? Come, robot of anguish, let us wreck havoc together. As Diamond France dramatically spins around, President Graves claps his hand over his ears. Governor, mobilize! Oh, let's go! As Diamond France's robot oozes into its form like some abstract French art film, Governor tears into the screen with renewed vigor. But Diamond France lashes his whip at its knees, causing it to flop onto the ground. Ha! Your little pet is no match for France, no? We'll see about that. He leaps into the cockpit as Governor jerkily pulls itself to its feet. Oh my god! Diamond France leaps into his own mech, now molded into a deformed Eiffel Tower with a cockpit duct tape to the front, and rushes at Governor. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, don't know. I'm sorry. Speak English, Ethan. The mechs crash against each other, swinging metallic limbs haphazardly as Diamond France opened his cockpit, tossing strange objects to President Graves. Baguettes of destruction, eclairs of illumination, final croissant. Are these pastries? They're no match for Paul House's chocolate chip cookies. Is this okay? As the French pastries harmlessly bounce off of Governor's armor, President Graves chucks back his own weapon. It promptly explodes into 100 other chocolate chip cookies, which explodes again until Diamond France mech kills to the floor, finally defeated. Sacre bleu! You have defeated me. Stick to art, monsieur, since you clearly suck at fighting. I won't forget this. Diamond France shakes his fist in anger as he limps away into the sunset. President Graves only grins smugly. He boards his SUV and continues down the road, blasting traditional rock and roll with both windows down. Is this okay? God, technically, the series should be abominably offensive. I know, but for some reason, I'm just amused by it. I know. That's why we can never skip Govermaker, guys. We cannot. That thing right there is a masterpiece. It's so abstract. My God. I think I'm actually becoming fond of it. I know, same. Oh, the suddenly ring of my phone breaks me into my thoughts. All roads leads to Govermaker. I love Govermaker. Yes, we have a text. Oh, it's Figure. I better answer this one. What if I don't? Shigure? Ishiyama! A most intriguing circumstances has transpired and necessitates immediately reagency. I'm not going on another little goose chase, if that's what you mean. Oh, I averred that this is of far more exigency than a mere preliminary. Oh, it's so hard to reach Gure. And what would that be? The police have come to an impasse. An exact coadjuvancy for the recent disappearances within Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy. Are you conversant with the cases? I ruefully think back to the events of the morning. Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with the recent disappearances. Well, I should hope so, given that you attend the very institution. At any rate, you must meet me at the school tomorrow morning. We are squaring every last inch of that campus, even if it requires neglecting sleep. With luck, a crucial piece of evidence may be uncovered. Disappearances, neglecting sleep, evidence, what's going on? So, we're searching the academy for a lead on the recent disappearances? This is to what I previously averted. Are you deaf? Or merely insufficient of fathoming such elementary conceptualizations with your tawdry intellectuality? Jeez. Shigure, you really don't need to use all of these hard words, to a child. I have beef with Sigure. I'm so sorry. I have beef with Sigure. I love every character. Sigure is just not my style. I have beef with her. Like, oh my god, girl. The more that you use this type of words, it's like the more you're like showing off, and it doesn't actually make you sound intellectual. At least that's what I feel. The more you use like hard words like this, you're just showing off. It doesn't make you sound smart at all. You're just showing off. That's what I see. It's actually good with a dictionary. I know. Like, you don't really need to use hard words into stating something, describing something. A smart person don't need to do that. I don't know why she does that though. There goes the canon of verbal abuse. I know. It's just not necessary. I'm honestly impressed. I can't match her in that regards. You don't have to, Yama, it's fine. But no one disturbs my sleep. No one. And you're expecting me to pull an all-nighter for this? Well, naturally, the case demands it. I'm not doing that. Get some other people to help. On the contrary, as I have no qualms with neglecting sleep, you should be the one recruiting. Gather your accomplices as you deem necessary, Ishiyama, and meet by the school gates at 8 a.m. sharp. Hello! Yama is a child. He's a teenager. You're Ugh. But isn't it illegal to share confidential case information with civilians? I ought to be felonious to possess such infinitesimal acumen, yet you're not incarcerated. That doesn't answer my should you choose to go alone, know that you will be spending the entirety of your day in investigation. I'm not even getting paid. Exactly! If you really don't want to do it, you don't have to. But we both know you're already too curious for that. She sounds like she doesn't sound like an adult. I'm sorry. Shigure doesn't sound like an adult for me. Maybe it's the way how I read it and process the way how she speaks, but she doesn't sound like an adult. She's like a child, a spoiled child. That's what she sounds like to me. Those unnecessary use of strong words to a freaking teenager, really? And actually bossing that teenager around, putting that teenager in danger, and he's not even getting paid, and asking that teenager to ask fellow teenagers to help with the case. I'm sorry, but Shigure is not my style. She's not my girl. The rest of the girls is, yeah, I'm okay with them. I can baby them, you know. But Shigure, no, honey, you sound like a spoiled child. You act like an adult. You forgot her age, but 28, 29, I guess, around that age. You're an adult, honey. What's really unfair is that she's actually right. Sometimes I wish that she was oblivious and stupid, but then again, she wouldn't be Shigure. Because I have a lot of calls to make. That's why all of the team got involved. Because of this adult. Jeez, when I arrive at the academy the next morning, I find a fairly sizable group of people gathered by the gate, none of them looking particularly happy with me. See? The whole gang got involved because of Shigure. Well, look who actually showed up. Elizabeth definitely the angriest. I probably shouldn't have pulled the blackmail card to get her here, but at the same time, I need as many people as I can get. You thought I wouldn't? Honestly, no. I was the guy who organized this. Why wouldn't I show up? Once an irresponsible person, always an irresponsible person. Would you like some Would you like some pepper with that salt? I'm just telling him how to improve. Sure you are. You haven't said a single constructive thing. Doesn't he deserve it? He doesn't bloody take anything seriously. Has he ever excelled? Ever? Elizabeth? Girl, calm down. Is this still about the stupid project from last year? It wasn't stupid. Clearly you don't have the brains to understand. Okay, calm down, kids. Hey, lay off her. Let's go, Masato. Guys, can we just stay out of this, Yahiko? Oh. Look, Elizabeth. I've tried to just ignore you. I thought you improved. Because Yama stopped talking about you. But you're too stubborn to think you might be wrong. You know nothing about me, so stop shooting off your mouth like an ignorant. Oh, you come here and say that to me. Oh, what the hell? Your voice needs to let loose for you spill them. Kinda what you done, eh? Huh? For a second, I find myself double-checking whether that was indeed Misaki Kazehaya who just spoke. Judging from the fact that everyone else looks just as bewildered as me, the answer is a resounding yes. The commotion immediately comes to a halt, Masato seemingly the only person who actually registered what Misaki just said. He's right. Ain't no use in us arguing. Well, alright then. Guess that's one way to diffuse an angry Masato. What makes it a little scary was how easily Misaki could do so. Elizabeth and Ruby turn away in a huff, but they stay silent. I'm not completely sure whether it's out of respect for Misaki or if they simply don't have the energy to keep arguing. Well, this is getting off to a great start. It appears you acquired a respectable quantity of people, points, Shigure. After all, Ishiyama. And now Shigure is here, which will either fix everything or make matters much, much worse. I'm betting on the latter. Wait, isn't that Airi? What are you doing here? You? I elbow him on the ribs to shut him up. He seems to understand. She is with me, obviously. Did you guys saw that? Higuru's picture was not found. What the hell? What the hell? I, on the other hand, have my own inquiry. But what means have you acquainted yourself with Aira Hiraga? How do I know her? Same school, remember? And yet you address her with some similitude of fellowship? So do you. How do you know her? I hold no obligations to acknowledge queries impelled by a marginally competent plebeian. With this kind of affirmation of my hard efforts, she moves into the group, examining each person from head to toe. They only stare back, unsure of how to react. Intriguing. Oh. I see. What are you doing? Shigure only returns to the center of the group without another word. My name is Shigure Enomoto. I'm a freelance detective. Ain't you kinda young for that? I'm 26 of age, you're tedious imbecile, and legally certified. She flashes her badge at Masato, who only shrugs. You're 26? Yes. Pray keep yourself from any further. I missed that error message. I know it was quick. It went from here to here. It was really quick, and then Shigure came back out. And now another Shigure is not found. What is this? Is this part of the game? Is my game bugged? Is my game bugged? Is this normal? Is this normal? I'm actually thinking that my game is bugged. Do I need to re-download my game? That's what it feels like. The problem is, I just had it reinstalled yesterday. Just so that I can get the full updates of the game, if ever there is one. But I'm not sure if this is part of the game or do I need to... Pray keep yourself from any further counterproductive disruptions. She's not there. After a moment of silence, during which she takes a deep breath with Airi comfortingly patting her back, she seems to regain control. See, another one, Siguro not found. You have been summoned on an account of an extremely important affair. As you might expect, I cannot divulge details due to the confidential nature of the case. However, I can tell you the following. We are searching for any information that may be related to the recent disappearance of academy students. You must be meticulous. You must be witty. You must be adaptable. And above all, you must stay alive. Googled, it seems like an actual error message. So my game is bugged? I need to re-download the game? I have to do that tomorrow then. Yeah, because after this I'm going to sleep. So I have to... Oh, okay. Really? My game is bugged? I just had it re-download. That's weird. Lucid9. I wanna see. Oh, okay. I do need to re-download. Okay. And it's also, they're thinking it's probably the size of... Oh yeah, and check file size, manage storage space, ensure a stable internet connection. Uh-huh. Yeah, I need to re-download the game. But that was scary. That added to the actual horror factor. Image not found. Placeholder text. This occur when characters try... hello, yeah, when engine or other issue. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of re-downloading. I'm gonna try re-downloading the game, but I'm gonna finish today. And then by tomorrow, I have to uninstall and re-download. If it doesn't fix anything, I'm just gonna go with it. Continue it as it is. But yeah, hopefully by tomorrow, we'll get a, like a better one. Yeah, my game is bugged. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Her words carry unusual... Wait, it's 4:17. Okay, well, I'll end at 4:30. We'll end before they start the actual search. Okay, let's just continue for now. It's 4:17 a.m. Her words carry unusual dramatic weight. A quick glance around the area confirms my suspicion. Every person is leaning toward Shigure. A glimmer of excitement in their eyes. Even Elizabeth seemed interested. Really? You guys? I guess so. I guess they're teenagers. They're probably excited to be involved with such things. I get it. But to have an actual adult involve teenagers in a very, very serious crime. 3 students missing. You're basically putting them in danger. It's like using them as baits. That's what it feels like. Shigure, I hope you know what you're doing. Heck, I'm looking forward to this. Turns out that Shigure can be inspiring when she really wants to. Investigate all areas of the school until noon, where we shall reconvene at their garden rooftop to debrief. Leave no stone unturned. The lives of innocent citizens lies in our hands. 3, 2, 1. Break! Every person in the group tears off in every direction. Only Airi, Rui, and Shigure remains. Rui shuffled close to Shigure with a shy smile. I'm sorry, but would it be okay if I tag along with you? Being a detective just sounds so cool. But, of course, only if it's okay with you and Airi. I noticed Shigure's chest puff up slightly like a proud veteran aiming to impress the newbie. Rui probably scored extra points by including Airi. Well, if you insist. Airi? Airi glanced from Rui to Shigure and back, and the edge of her brow frowning slightly. Shigure, noting her hesitation, tries a comforting smile. Remember? Remember what? Airi stares vacantly at Shigure for a long, long moment, then nods. The corners of her lips rising just slightly. It's settled. What's your name? I'm Rui Hayata. We must depart at once, Rui. Enlightenment awaits. And she promptly dashes away, Rui on her heels. Airi briefly glances in my direction as she follows them out. I spent an idle moment relishing the fresh air against my face and the glorious serenity of silence. Then I straightened my shoulders. and evaluate my surroundings, ready to start my investigation. Okay. Okay, I can save here. I can save here. Okay, help me out. Where should we go? The entrance, the cafeteria, the rooftop, or the courtyard? And then after picking one, we're going to end there. I just can save here. I don't know. Wait, can I? I can. Okay, there you go. But you know what? It's fine. We can pick. Any suggestions? What do you guys think? Where should we go? Entrance, cafeteria, rooftop, courtyard. I'm thinking of starting at the entrance because we're already at the entrance. So, you know, it won't be hard for us to like go around and then back at the entrance. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Okay, top to bottom it is. Let's go entrance. Okay. I'm saving here. Okay, I did save the options, so it's fine. If ever we're not gonna get another prompt, we can just go back there. But anyway, that's all for today, guys. What is this? I'm not sure. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today. There's a little bit of like not much of a pass actually, and now we're kind of like moving more into like knowing what's going on. It's still not much history about the characters, but Yama, though, we did finally found out that yes, Misaki leaving us did trigger us into doing that, and that our friend Rui has to see that, which is very sad, you know. But I think that's the only like character pass that we learned from today. Yeah, and aside from that, there's not much to it. Although we did met another girl named, you know, Airi Hiraga, which is another girl to his harem, to Yama's harem, you know. I guess this is like still a part of like character introduction in a way. It's still not chapter 1, but now that we have the options, we're finally starting to play detective. I think that's the actual chapter 1, because finally we'll get to see what's up and what's going on, you know. And for sure, if that happens, we'll see more. We'll understand more about the character lores, their backstories, because I feel like that's how they're going to go with the storytelling. Like, you know, what do you call it? Like connected to one another somehow. Like what's happening right now is connected to the past. Not entirely connected, but may trigger something from the character's past. That's how I see it, you know. Still, there's not much story. It's still not enough, but maybe by tomorrow we'll get to learn more of it. I still love the characters. They're all different from one another, but at the same time very similar, you know, with how they were molded into who they are right now. Oh yeah, the jump scare photo. You don't have it. Ah, this one is the boys. I like that one. We don't have it. Wait, we don't have it. What? No, we don't have it. That was really scary. And that photo jump up, that was really scary. We don't have it. I'm gonna rewatch the VOD, guys. I need to check that picture out. I suggest you do the same thing as well. Rewatch the VOD. Pause. Hit pause. Play it in a slow manner, and then hit pause. We have to analyze that picture by tomorrow. We have to analyze that. All I remember is seeing 2 kids and then adults, like parents, but that was it. I really need to check that. But anyway, yeah, I love the characters. All of them are really fun. Confusing? Yes. Abstract? Yes. Different? Yes. But yeah, they're all fun. The only character that I still don't like is Shigure, and I don't think you can ever make me like her. I'm really sorry, but I won't. No. But anyway, I hope by tomorrow we get to know more about the case. You know, the 3 students that are missing. Any clue about the murderers? Because it looks like they're a big team. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another Lucid9 Inciting incident. If you want to check the game, the links in the description below. All of them, each Kickstarter, official website, and then Steam. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sleep well, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you, White Cat. Bye.